The Basketball Champions League is about to get underway, and Group B is our focus this evening as Anwil Wloclawek host Rasta Vechta of Germany. Well, a really good crowd in already here. Fans always play a real big part when they come to the Ala Mistrał, get right behind their team. Both sides have got off to similar starts in this season's campaign as we have a look at the games. Also, Hapoel Bank of Jerusalem taking on Texture Banzerma tips off the same time. Then it's Antwerp, San Pablo Burgos with Pau La Cortez and Ike. Last up at 8:30 Central European time. So those are the games in this group today. As I said, both of these two sides have got off to similar starts in this season's campaign. Anwil currently 3 for 4 from their 7 games played, with Rasta Vechta slightly better, the 4-3 record to date. As we just have a look at the Group B standings, it's Hapoel Bank of Jerusalem and Ike, who both are 5 and 2 so far. San Pablo Burgos occupied 3rd spot with Rasta Vechta in 4th, but you can see how tight it is. Telenet Giants Antwerp and Pau La Cortez will need to just do something to try and revitalise their campaigns, as we are now over halfway through. So, of course, these two sides have already met before this season. It came all the way back on game day 1, with Rasta Vechta running out 89-76 winners back in Germany. And Anwil will be eyeing revenge now they're in front of their home fans. As we can just have a look at the two rosters. Well, as for Rasta Vechta, they'll be looking towards the likes of Travis Simpson on the offensive end. He averages 16.3 points a game. He's been supported throughout by the likes of Steve Vesturia and Josh Young, who are averaging 13.1 and 11.6 points respectively. On the boards again, they'll be looking towards Vesturia, Ishmael Wainwright and Michael Kessens. And it's also Steve Vesturia who leads the team in assists as well, with 5.4 a game. So basically the key to be successful for Anwil, try and stop Steve Vesturia, and they'll go a long way to stopping the team as well. As for Anwil, well, in Tony Roten, they have a man who is 6th in the entire Basketball Champions League in points per game with 18.7. And he is a hugely exciting player. Roland Freymanis has been supporting as well as Chris Dow, who's also averaging double digits in points per game. They have plenty of players who can crash the boards, with Ricky Lido leading the way with 6.1 a game. He's also leading the team in assists as well. He's Ricky Lido with 4.9 a game to go alongside his 13.6 points. So much like Steve Vesturia, really, Ricky Lido is a big man for Anwil today. When you look at the team stats, pretty similar, but one stat that does stick out is the 3-point field goal percentage. Rasta Vechta shooting at 10% higher than their opponents. Anwil at 30.7% on the 3-point range, whereas Rasta Vechta up at 40.4, which is quite impressive. Pretty similar in terms of rebounds per game, as Rasta Vechta just being announced here to the crowd. Started their Basketball Champions League campaign with that 89-76 win over Anwil, did Rasta Vechta. And on that day, it was Travis Simpson who was the main man. He had 28 points with 5 rebounds, 1 assist and a couple of steals as well. So Anwil will know all about him to try and stop him as this game goes on. That's the coach that we just saw, Pedro Callas, supported by Derek Allen and Miguel Zapata as well. And as for Anwil, well, after that game against Rasta Vechta on game day 1, they then were taught a bit of a lesson really by San Pablo Burgos, 110 points to 78. They lost that on game day 2. And then they began to just get their act together after picking up their first win on game day 3 against Pau La Cortez. They also beat Telenet Giants Antwerp at home as well by 9. They then had a really tight 1-point win against Texas Bandurma on the road on game day 6, before then losing their very first game at home last week on game day 7 against Ike, 77 points to 79. So we have a look at the head coach Igor Milicic, supported by Gregors Kozan and Marcin Wozniak. As I've already mentioned, the crowd here will play a big part as well in trying to get Anwil over the line. Remember, we've still got this week and next week before we then stop for a little break over the Christmas and New Year period before coming back to do it all over again in early January. And then the regular season goes all the way through until the first week of February. And then, of course, the knockout stages will get underway. So one final big push for a couple of weeks needed from all the teams before they can just rest up and recuperate over the Christmas period. Always interesting when the teams have played each other once in the regular season like they have done. Of course, it just allows the coaches to kind of draw up some new plans and perhaps go about defending certain players. I mentioned that Trevor Simpson had a great game with 28 points, so important that they try and stop him. The officials today: Martins Kozlowskis from Latvia, Radomir Vojinovic from Montenegro, and Alexandre Dema from France, overseeing proceedings today. Of course, if you haven't got it by now, do download the Basketball Champions League app as well. Guide you through all of the regular season and the knockout stages when they get underway. Get the latest news and videos and highlights from there. As we look at the Rasta Vechta starting 5, they go with Herkenhoff, Simpson, Wainwright, Steve Vasturia and Max DeLeo as their starting 5. Already mentioned just how important Steve Vasturia is. Trevor Simpson on the offensive end. Ishmael Wainwright crashing the boards. And there is Pedro Carles, the Rasta Vechta head coach, still very young in his coaching career. Doing a great job, though, with this Rasta Vechta side, that is for sure. As for Anwil, their starting 5, they go with Chris Dow, Ricky Lido, Sean Jones, Roland Freimanis and Michel Sokolovsky. Ricky Lido so important to this team, all ends of the floor.
After that, we can play long or here. Right? Here, defense to the limit, to perfection. Every detail, every jump to the ball, every fake, every rebounding, and then we go. Okay, let's go. Here we go. Let's go. Energy. 1, 2, 3.
So just listening in to the final words from the two coaches. Of course, the disappointing thing for Rasta Vechta is that they've parted ways with their young Spanish point guard, Sergi Garcia, who was playing for the German side on loan from Valencia. He'd actually only played in 2 Basketball Champions League games, but he averaged 11.5 points and 8 rebounds, so would have loved to have been able to keep him just a little longer. But here we go, game day 8 of the 2019-20 Basketball Champions League. And we have Anwil Wloclawek up against Rasta Vechta. Two sides who are pretty close to each other in the Group B standings, so An important game here for both of these two sides. Try and keep you up to date with the Hapoel Bank Yehav Jerusalem Texuk Bandurma game that's also tipping off at the same time as this one. Of course, Hapoel, who are riding a 9-game winning streak at home in the Basketball Champions League. So it's going to be a tough outing today for Texuk Bandurma. See what they can do. Although they have won their last 2 road games, of course. But we can get this one underway. This pass underneath already, just couldn't quite get the layup to go. Pass out to the corner, trying his luck for the first 3 of the game, and it's good. Great start from Ishmael Wainwright, who's off and running with a 3. Rasta Vechta with the first points of this ball game. Good defense there, very nearly ushered him back over the half court. Goes inside, nearly got the steal. Somehow able to keep hold of it. The shot clock is counting down here to 3, looking to respond with a 3 of their own, which they do. Great start from both Anwil and from Rasta Vechta. Both off and running with a nice 3-point shot. Roland Freimanis, the man who made it. Chris Dow with the assist. Was just fouled on his way up. Ricky Lido, the man called on the foul. So first trip to the line here for Rasta Vechta. Ishmael Wainwright off to a fast start. Not always too reliable from the stripe, averaging 64.3% from the foul line so far in his 7 games played in this competition. Makes them both here, and already going for just something a little different. Very nearly get the steal as well. Full court press from the German side. It's nice though, just keeping Anwil on their toes. Chris Dow. He did well to draw the foul there. It's a bit of a smile on his face, Travis Simpson. Just see, raising that right arm as he went up, so 3 free throws coming up then for Ricky Lido. Such an exciting player to watch, Lido. Normally very solid and reliable as well from the foul line, averaging 85.7% coming into this game. So he doesn't miss too often, and he's made all 3 from the line there, so good start from him. Played at a really good tempo this game. Drives inside, just can't quite make the left-handed layup. It's Ricky Lido who brings down the rebound. Good transitional defense from Rasta Vechta. Lido, though, shooting the 3 and making the 3. So the outside shot from both sides in the opening couple of minutes has been good. Second 3 of the game for Anwil Wloclawek. Ishmael Wainwright, who's already made one for Rasta Vechta. Just throws up the mid-range jumper, no good. And the rebound is brought in by Sean Jones. Good steal. Wainwright has been heavily involved in the early stages here. The three shooting over the defense. Sort of great looking shot. Comes up a little bit short. So Anwil leading by 4. Great atmosphere, as you can hear, inside this hall. Trying to spin his way towards the hoop. Drives to the baseline, needs some help now. Has to go back outside. Drives inside, can't make the shot. Grabs his own rebound, throws it back outside. The three is good again. Just exchanging threes. This time Steve Vesturia makes his first shot of the game. So both Anwil and Rasta Vechta have knocked down 2 threes in the opening 3 or so minutes here. Really nice feel to this game. There's Ricky Lido lining up another one. Can't get it to go. Vesturia draws the foul. Not happy, Chris Dow. So Dow pulled on his first foul. Vesturia again. Shot clock is down to 3. Vesturia out to the corner. Someone's got to get it away. In fact, he's called on the travel, and they will turn it over. Good defensive possession, though, from Anwil there. Not allowing them anything too easy. Turn it over again here, Anwil. 4 against 3 for the time being. Pass out to the corner. And he's just stepped out of bounds. That's a bit of a let-off for Anwil there. Josh Young, the man, who just didn't quite know where his feet were. Got away with one, though, Anwil, after giving the ball away cheaply. Chris Dow again is fouled, just can't make the 2, but he will head to the line and shoot 2. Chris Dow at the line, 28 years of age now, and he joined Anwil earlier this year, back in the summer. Was with Ironi Ziona in Israel last year. He helped them reach the Israeli League playoffs. Wainwright. 3 is an air ball. Oh, great defense as well. What the shot? Have they still got hold of it? No, they don't. Anwil can bring the ball away. Here's Ricky Lido. Nice pass in the finish on the left-hand reverse is nice from Sokolski. And Anvil's lead is growing. They lead by 5 now. 13 points to 8. Great pass out to the corner. Wainwright just take all the time in the world. Can't get it to go, and he can't tip it back either. And eventually Anwil can bring the ball clear and a chance to extend this lead. Great pass underneath. Can't get the finish with the right hand, though. Anwil looking pretty busy, though, on both ends of the floor. It was a great bounce pass, wasn't it, from Ricky Lido that led to that too from Sokolowski. Second reset here for Anwil. Barges the defender out of the way. Can't knock the three down, though. Deciding to take on the long two. Comes up way short, though, and now Ricky Lido can spring the fast break, but transitional defense again from Rasta Vechta. Lido again, back outside. The three is on the way. The three just has slightly too much on it. Defensive rebounds, and he goes all the way and makes the layup. Jordan Davis with his first points. Nice play on both ends of the floor there from Gerald Rochelle. First of all, bringing down the defensive rebound, and then with the assist as well. So the lead is just three again. Good ball movement this. The three now from Roland's played Manis too much on it. Offensive rebound. He's just about managed to keep hold of it. He has, but now he's called on the travel and will turn it over. So just over 3 minutes to go in this opening quarter. Bounce pass out to the corner. The look at the completely open three, and he levels things up. Ishmael Wainwright, his second three of the game. And after being 5 points down, they now have brought it back all square. 13 points each, under 3 to go. Nice pass and a strong move to the basket, who makes the two and is fouled. And will head to the line for the chance of a three-point play. Great work from Sean Jones. Tony Roten with the assist. So the foul goes on Ishmael Wainwright, who started this game so well. 8 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist already for him. So Roland's Freimanis heads to the bench. First look at Christoph Salima. Oh, it was the right idea, but it was completely read by Anwil. No look pass as well. Left hand jump hook shot is no good. Very nearly grabs his own rebound. Eventually it is brought under by Rasta Vechta, and they can come forward here in a good tempo. They've thrown it away. They've somehow got it back somewhat fortuitously. With a scrappy play there from both sides. So the foul goes on Michel Sokolowski. Kamari Murphy. Now Josh Young comes off the leg, so they will keep it of Salimi. They'll get another 14 seconds. Tries to use the glass. No good. Here is Tony Roten. Roten's been a little quiet so far. Anvil will keep this with still 17 seconds left on the clock. Love Tony Roten to heat up. As I said, he sits 6th in the Basketball Champions League in terms of points per game, 18.7 he's averaging. Poor inbound pass there, though, throws it straight away. Managed to get the steal down the other end. It's 2 against 2 here. Ricky Lido. Lido out to the corner. Now the 3 is on. Uncontested, knocks it down. Big time 3. Chase Simon it was, who just found himself in the corner. Ricky Lido noticing it was 2 on 2. Both of them went with Lido, though, and it left Chase Simon completely open. He was fouled as well, so a chance of a 4-point play here. Went to college in Central Michigan, did Chase Simon. The last 90 seconds or so of this opening quarter, well, he wanted some support, it didn't come, so he just had to throw one up there. Looked a little hesitant, didn't seem as though he particularly fancied his chances. It's Ricky Lido. Lido, nice bounce pass. So many men around him, can't get the shot to go. And now the fast break is on. And on the reverse, makes the finish with the left hand, Jordan Davis. Jordan Davis makes first points of the game. So Trevor Simpson picks up his second foul. Tony Roten who drew it. So Roten heads to the line, looking for his first points of the game. Joined Anvil back in August, did Tony Roten. Certainly had a big impact, though, since then. Throws up a little teardrop, can't get the ball to go, though. Anvil with a chance to just keep extending this lead. It's back to 5. Here's Ricky Lido. Lido, difficult shot, but grabs his own rebound. No, he doesn't. He thought he had done, and then just gave it away. Now the bounce pass comes in on the finish. Would have been spectacular from Jordan Davis. Just slowing things down, looking to try and have the last possession of this opening quarter. Tony Roten, the ball is in the hands of. He's fouled, makes the 2 and 1. Big play from Tony Roten. So well to make the finish there. A lot of traffic in his way. Does indeed convert on the 3-point play, Tony Roten. Sokolovsky coming back in here. 5 seconds to go in this opening quarter. They've got to be quick here. Rasta Vechta wasn't a good pass though, just throws it straight out of bounds. And now with 1 second to go, chance for Anwil to extend this lead, perhaps to double digits, 23-15. Just got to throw it up from the half court, which he does. Comes up short, but Anwil Wloclawek will be pretty happy with that opening quarter. They lead by 8. It's Anwil 23, Rasta Vechta 15. You can see Rasta Vechta really struggling with that two-point shot, down to just 17%, 2 for 12. The three-point shot hasn't been bad though, 3 for 6, which is kind of keeping them in touch, I guess, but really need to try and improve from two-point range as we have a look at the highlights from the opening quarter. So second quarter just getting started. It's Anwil who have started quickly here, leading by 8, 23 points to 15 at the moment. Rasta Vechta looking to try and get started early on in the second, which they do. Jordan Davis, who's up to 6 now, 3 for 5 from the field for him. Superbly read by Ishmael Wainwright, who looks to try and dunk all over Tony Roten. In the end, draws the foul. Only had eyes for the hoop. Tony Roten did well just to get in his peripheral vision there. Wainwright has started really well. Up to double digits personal now. 10 points, 3 rebounds for him. The lead is back to 4. It's Tony Roten. Now their captain, Simon Suchik, who throws up the alley-oop, and Tony Roten throws it down. Big time play from Suchik and Roten, combining really nicely. And they've got the steal again. Tony Roten can bring the ball clear. Ricky Lido now. 6.6 rebounds, 2 assists already for Lido. And Tony Roten to try and jink and jive his way through. Can't get the 2-point shot to go. Now the fast break is on, led by Jordan Davis. Davis makes the layup, and he's up to 8. A really good game so far, Jordan Davis. Simon Suchik, lovely bounce pass from Suchik, fouled on his way up was Chase Simon. And Simon will head to the line and shoot 2. Simon just about gets the roll on the second, makes them both. Here's Josh Young and Jordan Davis. 3 is on the way, a little too much on it, and now the pass down the floor, great pass as well to Ricky Lido, and that is going to count. Goaltend calls. Great pass down the floor. Ricky Lido heavily involved once again. What a start Ricky Lido has had to this game. 8.6 rebounds, 2 assists already for him. So timeout has been called by Rasta Vechta.
Let's play with the pass outlet into the short roll. Next play, we are gonna play high 20. Point guard to make, okay? Went right. Entry spin for Josh. Foul. Dileo. Jordan. Corner. Ground ball screen, short roll, play with the pass, Dileo, outlet, with Jordan. If you hit the short roll, play back door. Okay, let's go. Here we go. Let's go. Defense, yo. Defense, up 3, 1, 2, 3. Defense. Let's go.
Well, plenty of people have come in once again, as they always do here. Cheer on their Polish side. They're pretty happy with what they've seen in the early stages. Anwil leading by 8, 29 points to 21, just under 8 minutes to go in this first half. Nice pass out to the corner, saw him completely free, did well to close him out there. The 3 is on the way, can't get it to go. In the end, the foul is called. Under 14 seconds here. Murray Murphy, now Josh Young. The steal, the turnover, now the fast break down the floor to Tony Roten, who makes the 2. Simple as that for Anwil. Well to run the floor as Ricky Lido won the ball back for the home side. Tony Roten thought he may have missed it initially. Nice finish from Josh Young. Young's first points of the game. Gets it back to a single-digit game. Here's Roten again. Lovely pass from Roten out to the corner. The 3 comes up way short. He'll be disappointed with that. And plenty of time to try and weigh that one up, although they've turned it over. Ricky Lido with the steal again. Lido may have to try and go himself. Just popped it up to Tony Roten, who was fouled. on his way up, and Roten will head to the line and shoot 2.
Anwil Wloclawek from the Northern.
That makes them both. Tony Roten just beginning to grow into this game now. He's up to double digits personal. Couple of rebounds, couple of assists as well. Jordan Davis, difficult looking shot, can't get it. And the rebound is brought under by Christoph Salima. And now Tony Roten, well, the gap just appeared. They parted like the Red Sea. The Rasta Vechta defense cannot afford to give Tony Roten as easy a route to the basket as that. He will just continue to punish you. Just got to be careful here, Rasta Vechta, because this lead is growing and growing now. An important 5 minutes or so left of this first half as the German side call timeout.
They already scored 8 points out of 4 to go. Okay? Hey, I don't need you to take a fadeaway jumper mid-range with 10 seconds. Yes, sir. Right? Yes, sir. Let's go, bro. Set the shooter again. 5:44.
So still plenty of time in this second quarter, just about 6 minutes. But the Anvil lead is as big as it has been so far. It's up to 12. It's Jordan Davis. Davis, who's started brightly. Oh, the 3 is blocked by Tony Roten, but he's somehow got it back. The shot clock is down to 4, and in the end they do make the 3. As Jordan Davis knocks it down, he's up to 11. Great block initially. They're just fortunate that the loose ball fell their way. It's an ambitious looking pass as well, and they've stolen it here. So a chance to eat into this lead. It's an open 3, and it's back-to-back 3s. It's Philipp Herkenhoff who makes his first points of the game. So consecutive 3s for Rasta Vechta, just what they were after. And after trailing by 12, all of a sudden, in the blink of an eye, they trail by just 6.
How come they go and they are having numbers advantage? How? We have one guy here, 2 players here, and 1 guy here. Only one was in the paint. Sprint back! Sprint back like crazy! Yo, do it. Good job. We go 10 one more time. 10 work. Now, come like the brush screen. Don't set the screen. Brush screen, and you sprint. Simon, first screen for Simon, and sprint here. You, open up here. Open up. And then go. In transition. Hey, they're trapping us. In. Right, be smart now. We're going home. Don't.
Quite rightly not happy, Igor Milicic, with the fact that they have just made those back-to-back 3-pointers to cut this lead in half. Still leading by 6, though, the home side. In the other game in this group, by the way, it's Hapoel Jerusalem 43, Banderma 37 at the half-time break. Well, of course, on that extraordinary home run in the Basketball Champions League. Turns, does he get the roll? Yes, he does, and he was fouled. And he will head to the line for a chance of a three-point play. Good work from Roland Fremanis there. So he's up to 5, chance to make it 6. Which he does. Both sides have been pretty efficient from the stripe so far. He's already made 1 3, has Hülkenhoff, can't make a second. Rebound is brought in by Roland Fremanis. Here's Ricky Lido. Lido takes off and makes the 2. Great penetration from him. Ricky Lido just continues on his merry way. He's up to 10 points now. 6 rebounds, 4 assists already. The lead is up to 11 once again. Need to try and reduce that by 3. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound though. Steve Vesturia for 3. Comes up short, but it's put back by Ishmael Wainwright. Great work from him. Three is up, but no good. Rebound by Vesturia. Thought about the 3, instead just comes inside, shoots the long 2, no good. Chase down the floor to their captain, who just helps it on to Ricky Lido, who throws up an air ball. Plenty of time to try and make that 3 as well for Ricky Lido. Disappointed to have missed that. And the 3 comes up way short for the German side. We've got 3.5 minutes to go in this first half as Tony Roten has it stolen off him. It's all getting a little scrappy as Chase Simon tries to win it back, and quite rightly and sensibly, Rasta Vechta just slow it down with Josh Young. Drives to the baseline, makes the easy 2. Travis Simpson, who's been quiet so far, the man who leads the way on the offensive end for Rasta Vechta in the Basketball Champions League. His first points of the game. Hoping that that is a catalyst to spur him on. And with a 7-point lead, Anwil call timeout. Well, Rasta Vechta are doing a good job at the moment of just sticking in touch with Anwil. There's been times in this first half where it has appeared as though Anwil were really beginning to forge away with it. Their biggest lead so far has been 12. It's down to 7 right now with just under 3 minutes to go in this first half. Nice pass, in traffic, gets it to go. Sean Jones, strong finish from him. He's up to 5. Pass across the floor. Makes the shot. Was his foot just on the line? Josh Young, who's knocked it down. Waiting for confirmation. No, it is a 3 from Josh Young. Ah, it's a beautiful pass and the easiest of 2s. Thrown down by Roland Freymanis, but this was all down to the dish from Chris Dow. Can't get it to go. Defensive rebounds. Dow can bring Anvil forward. Dow just pops it off, and the right-hand jump hook from Sean Jones is good. Sean Jones having a good minute or so here. Wainwright across the floor. Travis Simpson. Nice pass, the open 3 is up and it's down. Josh Young again, back-to-back 3s for him. And all of a sudden he's up to 8. 3-point shot is just bringing Rasta Vechta back into this game. 7 for 18 so far in this one. Just 3 for 11 for Anvil, looking to try and make it 4 from 12, can't. But the offensive rebound is straight back in the hands of Ricky Lido as we go inside the final 60 seconds here. Good work to win the ball back. Steve Vasturia. Vasturia, the bounce pass, oh, and the dunk on the reverse from Ishmael Wainwright. The lead is just 5. Chance for a 2-for-1 here for Anvil towards the end of this first half. Throws up the 3, just comes up short, but whistle had gone. Foul, I think, has gone on Ishmael Wainwright. So Wainwright's got to be careful. That's his 3rd foul that he's picked up already. Here's Ricky Lido. Lido trying to go all the way through. Oh, what a finish. It's been absolutely sensational so far, has Ricky Lido. And now it looks as though the final possession of this first half will belong to Rasta Vechta. So 6 seconds to go. Did well just to keep that inbounds there. Herkenhoff, had they thrown it away. 2.3 seconds to go. This is good hustle. Igor Wadowski, who's just come onto the floor, tipping it out of bounds. So Rasta Vechta will still keep it. We're just over 2. Extra pass. Do they have time to get it away? Yes, they do, and they knock it down as well. Travis Simpson right on the buzzer. And after trailing by 12 at one stage in this second quarter, they have really fought back nicely, have Rasta Vechta. Travis Simpson, who had a quiet start, but at half-time it's Anvil 48, Rasta Vechta 44. Well, I think the German side will be pretty delighted with the fact that they only trail by 4. As I said, at one stage, it looked as though that was really getting away from them. Not sure what the officials are just looking at here. Maybe whether this was a 2 or a 3. So I'm pretty sure he definitely got it away in time. Well, that's a 3. Absolutely no doubt. Maybe just checking whether he stepped out of bounds as well. But yeah, confirmation that the 3 has been given. 2-point shot working well for Anwil, the 3 less so. Rasta Vechta 8 for 19 from 3-point range, shooting that 3 pretty solidly as they have done throughout the whole of this competition. Rebounds and assists pretty similar, a few more steals for the German side. But at the half-time break, it is just a 4-point lead for Anwil. Do come back in around 10 minutes' time when the second half will be getting underway.
Oh, nice pass to the inside, and the tough finish of School Dealers just hammers it down. And Peristeri pretty much getting whatever they want at the moment.
Scrub has it. It's Grant. Grant with a step and finish. Big time finish from Jerai Grant. A little hesitation, got the Mustafa foul in the air. Look how quick he gets past him.
Hornsby with Weimer guarding him, screened by Amanu. Amanu gets it back, steps through, and he's blocked at the rim by Sina. You've just seen him on the top 10 plays with a big block.
Arbitrage now. Oh, wonderful pass and a wonderful finish. What a big play by Masulas. But it was the pass from the Arbitrage that made it so special.
Oh, great finish. Hayden Dalton, mask and all, throws it down, and he's going to get in a highlight. Shimandini, watch out! Oh! Just to underline the point, as athletic as Shimandini's looked for a while.
Bedford. Hooping and hooping. I'll tell you what, when he gets in the flow, he's tough to stop.
Dennis hits the roll in. And he gets up high. Oh, that had nothing. And Martin goes the other way, lobs it up. Stone it is with the dunk. Back-to-back dunks.
Right, still right, no good, ball's loose. They get it back, still, Angola to win it. That's extraordinary. That is incredible. Ostend, they are 2 ahead.
Servizione Anwil Wloclawek 44, Rasta Vechta. Pierwsza partia wygrywają Podpomady 23 punktów, drugą Gorskie 21 do 25. Punkty dla Rasty i 50 metrów pomaku najlepiej. Razem z 22 punktami Rejka, 14 Johna Lady. I 11 punktów Gorskia i Lewinsson. 3 punkty Filipenko, 3 punkty Filipa Sturia. Dla Anwil Wloclawek najwięcej w tych 20 minutach. Liczą Józef po 12, 8 punktów 12 wygrani, 7 rządzą, 5 punktów Krystiano, punkt 2 Krystiano i Michał Włocławski. Jak grać będzie Anwil, a podaje z kim kiedy? Najbliższy sobie poza dzisiejszym meczem, oczywiście już najbliższy drogę w Paralimpii o 17:30 zagramy z Kimem Szczecin. W następnej kolejce Energia Łapioniki. Na starcie 18 grudnia, czyli w środę o godzinie 20:00 Anwil zagra z Rasta Vechta, z którego spotkamy o basketball Champions League. Także w Paralimpii drugi 21 grudnia w Moskwie z tam stalą wyjazdowy mecz o godzinie 19 i 26 grudnia w Paralimpii pierwszy tygodniu regami świata przed Lublinem antysędziowskiego Akadynia.
So welcome back everybody to Poland here at the Hala Mistral. Currently at the half-time break, Anwil Wloclawek 48, Rasta Vechta 44. Anwil have led by as many as 12, mind you, in that second quarter, so a really good fight back, including back-to-back threes for Rasta Vechta, mean they only trail by 4 heading into the second half.
Pick and pop, attack, Sean, working this way. So, okay. You pick up the story. I don't want him to create for them. All right? Let's go. Okay. So, no free.
A couple of big games from Anvil's point of view from Ricky Lido. He's got 12 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists so far. And Tony Roten as well, who just grew into this game. 12 points for him as well. 3 rebounds and a couple of assists. As for Rasta Vechta, well, they have been led by Ishmael Wainwright, who has 14 points, 5 rebounds and a couple of assists. And he's been ably supported by the likes of Jordan Davis, who has 11 points himself. The other game in Group B between Hapoel Yahav Bank Jerusalem and Banderma. It started at the same time as this one, but it's been a lot quicker. They're already halfway through the third quarter, and Jerusalem have a lead, but it's only a slender one, 4 points, 51 points to 47 there. And it's Anwil here with the opening possession of the third quarter, and they've immediately turned it over. Needs some help, has to go back out. The defensive possession so far, drives to the baseline, difficult shot, can't get it to go. What about the three? Now Roland Frimanis, he's got 8 points, 4 rebounds. Decides to step back, shoot the three and make the three. Lovely start to the second half for Ricky Lido, who was their top performer in the first half. And he started well here in the second as well. Shooting over the defense and making the three. Well, the three-point shot from both of these sides was working well in the early stage of the opening quarter. And they're working well in the early stages of the opening quarter of the second half as well. Drives in, just about gets the roll. Chris Dow up to 4. Here's Steve Asturia. Asturia very nearly had it stolen off him. Now the three on the way from Travis Simpson. Simpson can't get it to go, but the offensive rebound. So Rasta Vechta with a second chance here. Now to Simpson. Simpson had stepped out of bounds. And we'll turn it over. Well, they'll be relying on this crowd to try and get them over the line here. Once again, you can just hear them finding their voice. It's fouled off very nearly. Makes the shot. That would have been something if he'd got that one to go. He'll still head to the line and shoot 2. It's Asturia. Steve Vesturio again. The shot clock is down to 4. He's going to have to try and do this all himself. And then in the end does well to draw the foul. He was somewhat running down a bit of a blind alley there, it looked like. So Vesturio heads to the line and will shoot a couple. It's been so key to this Rasta Vechta side in the Basketball Champions League. Went to the University of Notre Dame for 4 years. Signed with Rasta Vechta back in July. He was playing with Palencia. Now the 3 from Ricky Lido gets another one to go. Ricky Lido having another brilliant game, up to 18 now. 3 for 6 from three-point range. Vesturio throws it back outside, made sure that his toes were back behind the line and responds with a 3 of his own. Ishmael Wainwright, who's had a great game as well, really efficient. 5 for 7 from the field for his 17 points. Lido, nice pass and the big dunk from Sean Jones. A nice tempo to this game now. The assist this time for Lido. I've got a feeling I saw a technical foul was given here. Yeah, it is. So Murphy has been called on the tee. Entirely sure what that was for. Lido just about manages to get it to go. So the lead is back up to 9. Great to see people of all ages coming in to watch the Basketball Champions League. Trying to inspire the next generation. Vesturio called on the offensive foul. So Rasta Vechta will turn this one over. Led with the shoulder. Vesturio has just picked up his 3rd foul. Ricky Lido. Lido draws the foul. Chris Dow. The perimeter defense this from Rasta Vechta in the end with the shot clock going down. He just had to try and shoot the 3, was way off target. It's eventually brought in by Gerald Rachel. That's a good pass. He was fouled just as he was about to shoot, so it'll be another trip to the line. Ishmael Wainwright again causing havoc. Sokolovsky picks up his 3rd foul. muttering something to himself as he heads to the bench. Once again, Rasta Vechta just hanging around here. Been perfect from the line so far, 8 for 8. Trying to go to work himself, difficult finish with the left-hand jump hook. Great work on the offensive boards though, but Sean Jones, but great defense. I think Jones thought he might have been fouled, but no call. And now the offensive foul is called on Kamari Murphy. Murphy's been heavily involved in this third quarter. He picked up the technical foul earlier on as well. So Murphy checks out of the game. Here's Ricky Lido. Lido again, shooting the three. Lido comes up short. Offensive rebound. Big, strong rebound from Sean Jones, who again can't put it back, but grabs his own rebound for the second time. Great work, great hustle from Sean Jones underneath. Nine points, 8 rebounds for Sean Jones so far in this game. So Lido called on his second. Philipp Hürkenhoff, the man at the line. Normally fairly reliable from the stripe, 75% free throw shooter so far in the Basketball Champions League, Philipp Hürkenhoff. So the lead is back down to 5. Neither side have any more fouls to give either in this third quarter, so you'd imagine there's going to be plenty of trips to the stripe. Good defense by Rachel. The ball out of bounds with 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Now tipped out of bounds by Ishmael Wainwright, just ticking down these seconds, down to 4 now. Ricky Lido, someone's just got to get the shot away. Lovely pass, he had plenty of time to make it, and Sean Jones a little too zealous there in trying to win that offensive rebound. Is called on the foul. And a chance here for Rasta Vechta to try and reduce the arrears to just a 1-possession game here. Well, there's almost a little bit of pressure building here for Anwil Wloclawek, because they'll be thinking, well, we've been pretty much in control of this game throughout. We had that double-digit lead, we've seen that evaporate, and now all of a sudden it is just a one-possession game. And if Rasta Vechta can just continue to plug away here for the final 4.5 minutes of this third quarter, it's going to be really interesting to see how Anwil Wloclawek actually respond. It's Chase Simon. Simon lining up the three. He just about gets it from a long way out. Chase Simon, he's up to 8 points. And they needed that, did Anwil, to give themselves a little more breathing space again. That three-point shot hasn't necessarily been working particularly efficiently today. And Simon finding a big shot there. The official's just going to have a look at the review here. Just a reminder, whilst there is a little bit of a delay, make sure that you download the Basketball Champions League app. Of course, I'm sure you all have it by now. Number of years that this competition has been going on, but it really is incredibly useful to guide you through the tournament. Get all the latest news and highlights, and an unsportsmanlike foul has been called, so that's why they were looking at the review system. Of course, that's the beauty of it. Doesn't take too long, but just enables them to get the correct decision. So Tony Roten, the man that's called on the unsportsmanlike, so a chance here for Rasta Vechta. Not only will they have a couple of free throws, but then also will get possession again. Let's make them both from the line. So it's back to a 4-point lead, and that could very shortly become either just 1 or 2. Trying his luck from 3-point range, comes up short. Offensive rebound though, back outside. Jordan Davis for 3. He's been really good so far today as Jordan Davis, 13 points, but couldn't quite connect on that 3. And now Ricky Lido out to the corner, the 3 on the way. Again, can't get it to go. Jordan Davis grabs his first rebound of the game. A really good game developing here. Both of these sides, similar records coming into this game, with another 3 comes up way short. Ricky Lido grabs the rebound number 8 to go with his 5 assists and 19 points, and the layup is good from Tony Roten. Roten's up to 14. Now the 3 is good, and Rasta Vechta respond immediately. It's Jarrell Rochelle with his first points of the game. Shuchik, the Anwil captain. Chase Simon. I don't think Shuchik was necessarily expecting the ball back there. Bucket will not count. Whistle had already gone before he got into the shooting motion. So Herkenhoff called on his second foul. Simon Shuchik, the man at the line. Shuchik makes both. So much experience with Simon Shuchik. Seen it all before. So just over 2.5 to go in this third quarter. The lead is 5. Hapoel Jerusalem look as though they are just beginning to pull away from Texuk Bandurma in the final quarter there. Of course, Hapoel Jerusalem had that wonderful record at home in the Basketball Champions League. They have won their last 9. So the lead is 4. Anwil have lost 2 of the 3 games that they've played against German teams in the Basketball Champions League. Obviously including the previous matchup between these 2 teams back on game day 1. As Tony Roten lines up the 3. Can't get it to go. Yeah, the Polish side have conceded at least 85 points in each of their 3 games against teams from Germany. Big strong rebound from Herkenhoff. Now the fast break is on. Throws it back out. Herkenhoff couldn't quite get the 3 away in time. Oh, beautiful steal. Read him like a book, takes off and throws it down. Big time play from Chase Simon on both ends of the floor. First of all gets the steal and then races down the other end to make the 2. And that's got the crowd going once again here. Absolutely love their basketball in this part of the world. As I say, just families and kids, people of all ages coming in to watch it. It's always played at great times when work finishes, when schools finish, so everyone can come down and watch. Some of the best basketball players in the world going toe-to-toe. Chase Simon lining up the 3 and nailing the 3. Chase Simon has come to play in the last 20 seconds or so. He had the steal, the 2-pointer, and then he's followed it up with the 3. He's up to 13 now. That lead is back up to 9. They've thrown it away again. And Tony Roten can come down, goes coast to coast, makes the 2 and 1. And is this the hammer blow? It's been a wonderful 30 seconds or so from the home side. Chase Simon involved heavily, and now Tony Roten as well. The lead is up to double digits. It's up to 11 again. Remember, the biggest lead they've had so far in this game has been 12, and a chance to equal that right now with 90 seconds to go in this third quarter. He does indeed complete the 3-point play. Trying to make it as hostile an environment as they possibly can for Rasta Vechta. This will be a 3 if it goes, which it does. And not for the first time today. Just when you think Anwil are perhaps beginning to get away from Rasta Vechta, they respond in some style. Simon Suchik out to the corner, lining up the 3, gets it to go. And all of a sudden, Chase Simon cannot miss. Back up to 12. Nice pass. Just left Tony Roten, did Rachel. Can't get it, nearly grabbed his own rebound as Chase Simon won it back. No, he hasn't. Rasta Vechta can bring it clear. Tried to pass it out to the corner. They've somehow still got hold of it. Here's Herkenhoff. Herkenhoff lining up another three. No good on this occasion. And Simon Suchik with a strong rebound, and they can just slow it down to try and have the final possession of this third quarter. Spins. Good defense. Tony Roten, though, finds a way through, makes the two. And what an end to this third quarter from those two there, Chase Simon and Tony Roten. Brilliant from both of them. And Anvil lead by 12 once again. It's 81-69 at the end of three. Well, that two-point shot is growing up to nearly 60% for Anvil. Both sides shooting that free throw brilliantly as well, both at 90% or above. And here are the highlights from the third. So final quarter then, just about to get started, and Rasta Vechta have work to do after that brilliant finish to the third from Anvil, from Chase Simon and Tony Roten in particular. Tony Roten, who is leading the league in points in the paint so far in the Basketball Champions League. Before this game started, he had 100 in his first 7 games. Averaging 18.7 points per game, 58.9% shooting from the field, Tony Roten. And he's had another brilliant game so far today. 19 points, 3 rebounds, and a couple of assists for him. Chase Simon picks up his second foul, 16 points for him today. As the three is on the way, they need to start well here, trailing by 12. Wainwright throws up the jump shot, can't get it to go. Wainwright with the offensive rebounds. Can't move again, has to pop it off. Last touch, I think, was off Tony Roten, so Rasta Vechta will keep it, but only 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Out to the corner, the three is on the way. Can they start well? No, they can't, but they've got another offensive rebound. Thought about shooting the three instead. Steve Vasturia will. Comes up a little shy again, and eventually Tony Roten is able to bring down the rebounds and bring Anvil in possession. They had many chances there, Rasta Vechta, to start this final quarter off well. Roten was fouled. It's not going to count. It's Roten. Shot clock is down to 3, so he had to get the 3 away. A little too much on it. Brings down the rebound. Good hands to prevent him getting the steal. Throws it up, was fouled and won. That was a bit of a needless foul, really, to give Rasta Vechta the chance of a 3-point play. So that's the start that the German side are after. Get the first points, just apply more and more pressure. They've got that lead down to a single-digit one once again. Here's Roten. Now the captain lining up the 3, but Suchik just couldn't quite get it to fall. But who's back there? Great transitional defense from Simon Suchik. They want the unsportsmanlike foul. Well, he's 36 years of age now, is Simon Suchik, soon to be 37 actually, on December the 21st. There's still plenty of legs left in him, that is for sure. We've just seen that. They were just reviewing the video there. Saw Simon Suchik wanted the unsportsmanlike foul given. It is just a personal foul called on Kamari Murphy. His third. He's already given away one unsportsmanlike today as Murphy, and a technical foul. As Roland Freymanis, so difficult to stop in those kind of areas. Just give it to him in the low post and let him go to work. Freymanis does well to draw the foul, and he will head to the line and shoot 2. So Wainwright has got to be careful. He's just picked up his 4th. So one more and he will be fouled out. The sort of game he's had, he could really do with him. Ishmael Wainwright, 19.7 rebounds, 3 assists. Asturia pops it off to Wainwright. Asturia gets it back. The lead is 10. Foul goes on Roland Freymanis. Asturia now. Jordan Davis. Davis has just cooled off slightly. Great finish from Steve Asturia. That's that lead back down to 8. Bristow, extra pass out to the corner. The three is on the way, comes up short. Sean Jones just couldn't quite bring in the offensive rebound. So another chance here for Rasta Vechta to eat into this lead again. Well, they are not happy with that call. This might be looked at. Manis just having a, well, yeah, just had a bit of a talk together. Let's have another look here. Hard to tell from that angle whether it does touch Max De Leo or not. Either way, the decision has gone the way of the German side. Just under 7 to go. Josh Young back on the floor for Rasta Vechta. Jordan Davis. Davis tries to throw up the alley-oop, just too much on it. And it goes out of bounds and they will turn it over. Right idea, just the execution that was lacking. Try and get it into the hands of Kamari Murphy. That lead stays at 8. Roland's Freymanis. Freymanis comes up short with the right-hand jump hook. Wainwright with the rebound, his 8th of the day. Feel the tension building here. Young. Good defensive possession so far. What a pass that is. And a brilliant finish from Steve Vesturia. Just arrived from nowhere. Great vision to pick him out, though, from Jordan Davis. That lead is back down to 6 again, and Anwil call timeout.
This way. When you pass him, search the floor. We have Chase, Ricky, and Chris here. Hey, hey, guys, D up, D up, D up, D.
Well, Rasta Vechta have won 3 of their 4 road games. Their only defeat came about in the only game in which they gave up more than 75 points. That was at Hapoel Bank Yahav, Jerusalem. At the moment, Anwil looking good, looking even better now as they make another 3. And no surprise that it's Ricky Lido who's up to 22 now. 8 rebounds, 6 assists for him. It's been quite magnificent today. Has Lido as they go down the other end of the floor and throws it down, Kamari Murphy. Here's Ricky Lido again, feeling hot, can't get it to go, but Sean Jones, oh, he's just stepped out of bounds. Asturia, good ball movement this from Rasta Vechta. The three is on the way, too much on it. Offensive rebound. Jordan Davis, oh, great hands from Jordan Davis, who makes the two. That lead is just 5, with 5 to go in this final quarter. Fouled on his way up. Sean Jones will head to the line and shoot 2. So Murphy picks up his 4th foul. Quite a few in foul trouble. Kamari Murphy. Now Vasturia. Jordan Davis. Patient build-up. This off. Great bounce pass from Vasturia, who's got brilliant vision, he really does. That's his 5th assist for Steve Vasturia. That lead is back down to 4. Rasta Vechta will get it back. Sean Jones not happy with the call. He thought should have gone Anvil's way. Oh, look here. I think he might be right, you know. It came off the knee. Rochelle. Now Kamari Murphy, Asturia. And that's going to be a turnover, offensive foul. They just cannot afford possessions like that, Rasta Vechta. And it was Kamari Murphy who has been called on it, and that is his 5th foul. So Kamari Murphy will unfortunately foul out of the game, play no further part for the final 3 minutes and 49 seconds. So Ishmael Wainwright, another who's on 4 fouls, has come onto the floor to replace him. Here's Tony Roten. Now Ricky Lido. Lido bulldozing his way through, throws it back out to the corner, and the 3 is just a little too much on it. And now Jordan Davis, trying to go himself, was fouled, and Davis will shoot 2. Well, Davis has been certainly one of the shining lights for Rasta Vechta today. 17 points so far, just behind Ishmael Wainwright, who has 19. Makes them both And all of a sudden that lead is just down to 2 with 3.5 to go. Are they timing their charge just right? Lido, great finish high up on the glass. Ricky Lido just playing with so much confidence right now. He's up to 24. Throws one up one-handed, comes up way short. Rebound brought down by Sean Jones. Now Tony Roten. Roten down the other end of the floor is fouled. Couldn't get the 2 to go, and Roten will shoot 2. And it looks as though Jordan Davis has landed a little awkwardly here. We hope he's okay. May just need a little bit of treatment, Jordan Davis. So Anvil, they know that every shot from that stripe is so important when they come down the home stretch here. Got that lead back up to 6. A little bit of breathing space, and they've got the steal, and it's a 4-on-1 here. And Chase Simon, oh, get out of here. Brilliant defense to keep that lead at 6. And now down the other end of the floor, Vasturia throws it in. Rochelle should have made the layup, really. Can't get it to go, and Sean Jones brings down the rebound and was fouled. He wants an unsportsmanlike given. Sean Jones took a heavy tumble. And it's Ishmael Wainwright who has now also been fouled out of the game. So both him and Kamari Murphy can play no further part. Let's have a look at this block, though, down the other end of the floor. Perfectly timed. Well, they've been brilliant today, the home support. Remember, we've still got one more week until the Christmas and New Year break kicks in. So the teams will play again next week. Anvil are at home once again against San Pablo Burgos, before then just stopping for a couple of weeks, and then it all starts again on Tuesday the 7th of January. Good defensive possession this from Anvil. And it's Chase Simon who brings the ball down. Yeah, so San Pablo Burgos for Anvil next Wednesday the 18th of December. And as for Rasta Vechta, they are next Tuesday. They're at home against Pau La Cortez before finishing off as the 3 is knocked down again from Ricky Lido. How many times have we said that today? It's a nice pass, and the finish on the reverse is good. Time beginning to run out, though, here for the German side. It's a 9-point deficit with just about a minute to go. Sean Jones gets it to go in heavy traffic. They have really come alive the last couple of minutes. Vechta call timeout. So just over a minute to go. Nice pass, Vesturia out to the corner. They need everything to fall now. They can't get that to go. Have they put it back? No, they haven't. The foul is called. So the lead is 11. .53 seconds to go. On for the full court press here. Tony Roten. Sean Jones, good hustle from Sean Jones. Really put his body on the line today as Jones, 10 rebounds, 14 points, double-double for him. Tony Roten with a little Euro step, and they finish with the wrong hand, really. Would have been easier with the right hand, but obviously the stronger hand being the left. Roten now with the steal. Another brilliant game for Tony Roten. 23 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. The pass down the floor, no point fouling. Just allow him the 2. So timeout has been called. The lead is 9, and there is just about 20 seconds to go in this game.
Hey, we go for 3-point shot. We go for 3-point. If we score, we trying. Hey, if we score, we staying in zone press, trying to steal the ball. I don't care. If somebody shoot 3, we go for offensive rebound. If we score, you spin back. I want you and you first line, you and you second line, and try to trap. If you go like this, you go a little bit higher. We want to make a steal. If they bring the ball off the floor, then we make a foul. Okay, if we score for 3, we go out. Smart play. Smart. Tony. Sako. Set the screen. Set the screen for Chase, but up.
So wants his side to go for the 3-point shot here. Leading by 9. .5 to go. 5 seconds between the shot and the game clock. Roten had to inbound. They do indeed throw the 3. Can't get it to go. Have they got the offensive rebound? Yes, they have. Great pass back inside to Chase Simon. And Simon makes the 2. Exactly what they drew up at the timeout. Another timeout called.
right? Off and outside. No, shook up. Right? Let's get the fucking cross. You can walk, right? You can walk. You can walk along the sunlight. Execute.
Well, still not giving up just yet. Rasta Vechta trailing by 11 with 12.9 seconds to go. Foul is called, so trip to the line. So another timeout. Got to be careful, they don't let their foot off the gas here. Anvil still in control.
Listen, when you deny, it's important. You are second line. You pick up this guy, he's going to get the ball. And we won't deny here. And Ricky gonna come like last one. We're gonna score like this. Chris. Ricky. Hey, set the screen for Ricky. Soko, you are second one. Tony, you from here sprinting on your left. So he's wide open. He took advantage, give him for left. If no, so Chase, from the second, really go for goal. If you get the ball, shoot it. Chase, set this screen, move it up. You go for the ball, pass, didn't go. Quick pass back, and go for that. And then we go for it. Here's the group. Chase.
So 10.4 to go. Again, they shoot the three straight off the back of the inbound pass. Again, they have the offensive rebound. They can't put it back. Yes, they can eventually, and that will do it. They just run it down. The buzzer goes, and Anvil get their revenge after losing to Rasta Vechta in Germany all the way back on game day 1. They beat them 103 points to 92 on game day 8. Great performance from the Poles. Well, some big performances from many of their players for Anwil Wloclawek. Ricky Lido, Tony Roten and Chase Simon all ending with 20 points or more. Double-double as well for Sean Jones. Rasta Vechta pushed them all the way though, that there was no doubt. And they will just be after one big push now next week before we pause for the Christmas and New Year break. With smiles all round for Anwil Wloclawek. Pretty content with their performance throughout the course of the evening. Many people that came in to watch them as well. They played their part, the crowd. Let's have a look at the stats. They're nearly 60% from two-point range for Anwil, 31% from three. Both sides shot the free throw pretty well, especially Rasta Vechta, only missing one of their 23. Actually, more rebounds and more assists for Rasta Vechta. Didn't have an impact on the game, though. Just their shooting really letting them down. Big difference between the two sides. Ricky Lido was tremendous, 27 points. Tony Roten, 23. Chase Simon, 20. And it was Jordan Davis who led the way for Rasta Vechta with 24 points personal for him. All the kids, well, they loved it, watching their team go to victory. And as I said, we have one more week until the Christmas break starts. Anwil at home again next Wednesday. They will host San Pablo Burgos. And as for Rasta Vechta, they are at home also, but next Tuesday against Pau La Cortez. So I will leave you with the highlights from this game. It's a big win for Anwil Wloclawek, 103 points to 92. They get the better of Rasta Vechta. Thanks for your company this evening, but for now, from all of us here in Poland, it's good night.